Testing 1, 2, 3. Warning: the following video may contain adult language and themes. If you have a problem with this, please stop playing this video now. Okay, so apparently, last time I checked, the date was set for the Bermane Stiverne Deontay Wilder fight. I believe it was sometime in January of 2015. I can't remember the exact date. The important thing is that a date's been set, because this fight has been in talks for quite a while now. And let me just say, this is my prediction video for the fight. And let me just say, first off, I'm a fan of Deontay Wilder. Now, I've been reflecting on my fandom, though. Why am I so interested in this heavyweight? Well, partially it's because he's American, and partially because he's so flamboyant. But I think I've analyzed my curiosity, and it's more of a morbid curiosity. Because at first I was like, okay, I either want to see this guy succeed or get knocked the fuck out. Okay? That's what I wanted. I either wanted him to rule the heavyweight division or just get knocked the fuck out. And upon further reflection, I kind of just want to see him get knocked the fuck out. So it purely is a morbid curiosity. And if he doesn't, maybe he won't get knocked the fuck out in the Stiverne fight. Maybe he won't get knocked out a few fights after that. Maybe he'll defeat Klitschko and go his entire career without getting knocked out. But he shouldn't. He should eventually get knocked out, because he's so goddamn chinny. If you've seen the amateur fight, he gets wasted by like this amateurish shrimp. They got pillows on their hands, they're wearing headgear, he gets knocked the fuck out. In the pros, it should be a no-brainer. He probably doesn't even have a good a chin as Lennox Lewis or Vladimir Klitschko. He should get knocked out eventually. And if he doesn't, it's a testament to how fucking protected he is, or how fake the sport is. But yeah, I kind of just want to see him get knocked out. He's pretty much the sole reason I got back into boxing. And he's pretty much that's pretty much the biggest fight that I'm looking forward to. And let me just tell you, I've watched a few of I've watched almost all of Deontay Wilder's fights, but I've watched a few of Bermane Stiverne's fights, and I think that technically Stiverne should win this. Technically, he should. I think Stiverne has a way better chin than Wilder. I don't think Stiverne's ever been dropped, let alone knocked out. I think he dispatched of David Price, somebody who has similar dimensions of Deontay Wilder, easily in the amateurs. I know that was the amateurs, and that was a long time ago, and David Price is probably a little different than Deontay Wilder, but he should be able to deal with Deontay Wilder. I think he's more skilled than Deontay Wilder. Like I said, way better chin. Probably not as much power as Deontay Wilder, but when you're dealing with someone like Deontay Wilder who has such a fragile chin, you don't need that much power. You know what I mean? It's like, well, what are you going to kill the fly with? A bazooka or a shotgun? Doesn't really matter. You know which you have. You're probably going to kill the fly. So yeah, I think the only advantages Wilder has is probably the reach and the height, and the power. But like I said, that's kind of irrelevant. The way I see the fight going is Wilder's either got to get a knockout early, or he's gonna lose. He's just gonna lose. And this is interesting, because while I should technically go with Stiverne, I think I'm gonna go with Wilder. What the hell? Because it's basically like if your best friend were fighting Vladimir Klitschko. You're not gonna bet against your best friend. Even though you know he's gonna lose. I mean, why would you do that? Like, he'd probably hate you for the rest of his life, because you bet against him. Like, you're not gonna bet against your best friend. And I don't know Deontay Wilder, he's not my best friend, but he's probably the closest thing I have to a best friend in the heavyweight division. He's the person I'm most familiar with. He's the only boxer out there I'd really say I'm a fan of. So I'm gonna have to go with Deontay Wilder. And you know what? If I get it wrong, well, I'll probably stop following boxing anyway, because if Deontay Wilder gets knocked the fuck out, then he's probably finished. Which is the whole reason why I was watching boxing in the first place. So I'm going with Deontay Wilder. Technically, he shouldn't win, but I also think the politics of the sport right now favor him, because like a lot of people have said, Bermane Stiverne is just not a very charismatic or as articulate as Deontay Wilder, at least in English. And I think the American heavyweight division is yearning for somebody like Deontay Wilder. The whole business in America is yearning for someone who's articulate, who's charming, who's charismatic, who people are going to look at and say, oh, he probably could defeat the Klitschko's. You know, like Brian Jennings. I haven't seen many of his interviews, but I don't think he's nearly as charismatic. And people don't look at Brian Jennings and say, oh yeah, he's got the height and the reach and the strength to defeat Klitschko. No, I mean the heavyweight industry in America wants somebody that the American people can get behind. And Bermane Stiverne, while they've kind of taken a liking to him, isn't even American and he's not as charismatic. So I think the politics even favor Deontay Wilder. You know, so fuck it. I'm going with Deontay Wilder, but technically Stiverne should win. But if he does, I'll admit defeat. I lost that prediction, and I'll probably stop following boxing because, like I said, Deontay Wilder, whole reason I got back into boxing. I've been following other fights, but you know, Deontay Wilder is really the main reason I got back into the sport anyway. So that's my prediction. Deontay Wilder by knockout before the 8th. I'm going to go before the 8th. Anyway, okay, take it easy, boxing fans. Later. Bye.